on this app as opposed to others is not as flattering, right? Like you get on the clock app, you look beautiful. On here, even with makeup and lighting, you look okay. But this is the cutest little, it's kind of El Dia de los Muertos. It's these nested, like a Matryoshka doll. Halloween, just plastic. If you're looking to get some cute decor for your Halloween and Day of the Dead celebrations, look no further. $1.29, and then these two were 99 cents a piece. So cute, and they nest, so you can keep them nested. Get in there, or you can unnest them. So cute. Anyway, we did our makeup over on the clock app, and then here we are. Here we are to share with you just our Halloween. Well, that's Harry and Megan. It's some tea. Little scary plant. I got my Ouija board out, but I thought I would dig into some gangster clown makeup. We have to do something tomorrow afternoon, and you know, it's fine. We're prepared for it. It's been a busy couple of days. We were very fortunate that our mechanic was able to do a certain thing for us. Yay! We finally pulled out our glow-in-the-dark makeup sponge, but it won't glow unless I turn the lights off, but it's wet, so it's nice and big. That's from the Fantasy Makers collection, of course, that we love, from Wet n Wild. You see the little tiny ghosts inside the packaging? So cute, so affordable, right? Somehow you can get these items at Walmart and also at the local 99-cent stores here in Cali. Of course, they've got the Fantasy Makers multi-sticks, and I've seen some women over on Indigenous Cake Faces on Facebook do some really interesting, not exactly gangster clown, but more like drawing kind of teeth across the mouth instead of trying to make kind of Joker smiles happen. So I thought, well, you know what? Before we get to the gym or have you know, second meal, as they say, maybe let's try drawing some extra teeth. All right, I should have studied what my plan was, but this looks more like a scar than like teeth. But let's try to use a light hand. We're gonna have to study the teeth thing more. This is looking more like we've drawn scars on our face, right? But just a different style of, I believe they drew teeth across their mouth. Not wanting to go too big, but you know, it's good to practice your scary makeup before it's time, right? A few different people are doing birthday celebrations during Halloween, and I have an opportunity to kind of go to a kind of haunted house experience at you know, and this is the other thing. I've been trying to draw a skeleton nose, but every time I do, everyone says it looks like a dog's nose or like a teddy bear or a cat, and that's not it. I'm trying to draw a scary kind of hollow skeleton nose, right? Just freehand. But everyone says it's like teddy bear nose or dog nose. I'm trying to look like a skeleton, y'all. It's not working. But we can actually use a brush to try to finesse these lines, but these multi-sticks are excellent and they don't wander all across the face like some other, you know, sometimes products for Halloween are like these things, like super cheap. Even if you hold them, they melt in your hand. It's not exactly going to help you look know, it's not like we're like a professional makeup person, but we just want to do a little something that looks more scary and less crayon. This might not be the right brush. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of want to look dope on Halloween, because you definitely will encounter people who've spent a lot more money on their costumes and a lot more, you know, just be a lot more elaborate. I always like how people who do carnival bring their costumes out at Halloween because they're beautiful. Sometimes they're gigantic costumes with like kind of head dresses and just a lot of architecture. That doesn't look too bad. I'm kind of not wanting to draw an outline around the, is it a scar? Is it teeth? If I close off the teeth, will it look like a mouth or will it look like a mess? Let's stop doing that. We'll get back into our gangster clown triangles because I know the white goes on before the black. And it's a great product. Even if you don't sharpen it, it gives you nice crisp edges. And, you know, it's really quick to work with and rather forgiving, right? You can wipe it off, but it's not gonna like completely mess you up, even if, you know, things go wrong or they're not perfectly symmetrical. And this is my kind of ode to Rich Lux, who was definitely somebody I learned a lot from when I first saw him and his typical triangles. And I think his triangles go all the way to his inner eye and they connect. Whereas I feel like for my purposes, for gangster clown kind of tattoo look, it is better to be, and this actually goes on great with an angled brush, a stiff angled brush, if you just want crisp outlines around your triangles instead of like a big old thick line, because that'll make it look kind of bigger and not as elegant, right? It's a little hand mirror just to give you some definition. It'll definitely go on darker if you use it from the component itself, but you know, we're trying to be artists here. We're trying to see what we're doing and just demonstrate this whole notion of gangster clown, right? A little tattoo graphic kind of feel. And the more time you take, the more, I guess, refined your shapes can, and you can do research and just find out what you like for this look. Even if you're not going to wear really an elaborate costume, if you just wear khakis and Converse, you can get the gangster part done. And then by just drawing on something that is like tattoo inspired, you can get into this vein. The only thing we didn't do was draw a circle on our chin, but we did the teeth element instead. You can also draw a teardrop if you want it to look like you did something naughty in prison. And anywhere your lines aren't dark enough, you can go over them. Gangster clown, why not, right? There are other colors that you can use, right? There's a red that comes in this assortment of multi-sticks, right? So affordable, so easy, right? Easy to put on, easy to wash off, surprisingly. You know, I don't know what happens when you kind of wear it long enough to get it into your hair or your costumes, but I've been pleasantly surprised at how easy it is to get it off. You know, maybe depending on what's under your makeup, it's gonna sit in your pores, maybe on your cheeks, like depending on if you double cleanse or how hard you go with your cleansing routine. But it's not a, it's kind of not the, it's not a bright red, it's kind of a blood red, but not like, it's not unwearable. But you see what I'm saying? Like clown, teeth. Are you scary? Are you trying to get more into a sneer? Are you trying to be more of a clown? Are you going to a kid's party? You know, I just felt like getting some big old clown lips on started looking kind of like excess plastic surgery and not necessarily scary. But I feel like the teeth make it scarier looking. I didn't powder this makeup, but maybe these dots aren't the right thing. But, you know, again, practice. Practice will make perfect. You know, what elements you can also incorporate. Gray, I feel like the white, black, red are the strongest kinds of parts of this makeup. I have tried green from this little cheapy palette before, and I didn't love it. But definitely more in the unnatural colors. You could make your face white or gray beforehand, but gangster clown. I know my hair looks silly. I was just splitting it and letting it dry. But, you know, that's what it is. I hope that you feel inspired about your, you know, plans for Halloween, whatever you're going to do. If you're going to party, if you're going to go to the parade, if you're going to be scary, if you're going to be, you know, smexy or cute. And, you know, it's going to be a good time. Hopefully, I know there's a lot of things happening in the world that are a little bit high risk, but, you know, if we all end up just staying home and, you know, doing our makeup and partying privately or going on live, it won't be a bad thing, right? We got to be on deck. We have to confront everything that's going on, for good, for bad, but definitely having a plan and, you know, deciding that no matter what, you're going to enjoy it is not a bad way to go, right? I'm enjoying this makeup, and now I'm going to wash it off, and I'll catch you next time here on House of Tanya. Mwah! Thank you for joining me. Bye!